think I'm ready. So I'm trying to set up this angle, so hopefully it works out okay. But I'm gonna put this other phone here so that way I could see the comments and stuff. Okay, so I did, good job, by the way, to Lindsay for doing the Starry Night. I know it's not the easiest, but you know what? Major props for doing that. Okay, so we're gonna do something that's kid-friendly, something that's a little easier than post-impressionism. So this is for all you cat lovers out there. Okay, it's gonna be a black cat. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. This was actually a request from Crystal Cruz. She wanted a kitty cat, whatever. So yeah, if you're like a huge cat lover, then you'll probably like this one. It's pretty easy. And like I said, I'm just gonna make it super kid friendly. So the brushes I'm gonna use a straight brush. I've said it once, I'll say it again. It is easy for me, I have more control over it. And then this one's a little rounded. And another flat brush, this one's smaller. And a toothbrush. So if you have a toothbrush lying around, we're probably gonna use this a lot whenever we do these sessions. And the reason why is because if we're doing any space paintings, this is gonna be your best friend. Okay, all right. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna create the moon, okay? So I'm gonna do a big circle. So usually whenever I have a really big background, I just start painting it beforehand because, like, yes, acrylic does dry really fast, but I don't know, it's just faster. And I did 2 coats, by the way, for the background. So you're gonna start off with some type of blue. Hi, John. Hi, Veronica. Jolina Ross, exactly. I'm like the wannabe Bob Ross, but I'm not actually Bob Ross. Okay, I'm getting some yellow on here, but that's okay. And also, okay, I need more white. But also when I'm painting, I really do prefer to kind of clean up the edges right here. See, I'm like kind of a perfectionist. I don't like the way it looks. So I kind of just round off this part. And it's really easy with a flat brush. That's why I like using them. You get really precise lines. Anyway, y'all, it's so cold outside. I was not really prepared for that today. It was that crazy cold front that Dylan was talking about. But don't worry, if you like those warmer temperatures, they're going to be back. And you can really do the moon as big as you want, by the way. Okay, like see this part right here? I don't like that. So I'm going to go over it. And if you need to move the canvas, I'm right-handed, by the way. Someone was like, hey, you're left-handed. I'm like, no, I think it's just the camera that's flipping it. What's up, Anthony? How's it going? Okay, I think I'm okay with this. If I want to go back, I'll go back. This is gonna be really fast, by the way, not like yesterday. I know yesterday took a really long time. It was like an hour, but it's because all those like little brush strokes. Are you painting a snowman? No, Chris, I'm painting this. So if you're just joining, this black cat right here, little sitting black cat. And kids can do this. This is gonna be really easy today. Okay. So once I have that, and then this is the fun part. This is the toothbrush. So I'm gonna dip that in the white. Okay, about this amount, maybe. And then you're gonna flick it. Hi, Nathan. You like the snowman idea? I mean, it's probably fitting, honestly, because of that cold front, but not really. Ooh! That's okay. A lot of, I don't know if you'd call them graffiti artists, but whenever they're doing, the spray paint artists, they use these too, or they just flick with their finger. I don't really mind this. I know they're supposed to be stars, but I don't really care. This is easy, okay? This is supposed to be easy. Okay. And then the next part is you're gonna have black. So I'm gonna go here and dip it in the black. And then I'm gonna do a border. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna make that thicker. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down here. I'm just gonna make a thick black border around. And also too, I always paint the edges of the canvas. So in the event you decide to hang it, could an artistically challenged weatherman like myself do this? Yes, Anthony, you could totally do this. This is kid friendly. What's up, Sammy? Okay. Yeah, and you want to make sure, the one thing that I always have a problem with is I always forget to paint the edges, so make sure you don't do that. Go over the edges whenever you can. Then I need more black. By the way, this is matte acrylic paint. You can find some that are glossy, and that's gonna give you that gloss coat, so sometimes you don't even have to use varnish. And varnish is the coat that you put on top, and that's what makes it really shiny. I'll move that a little bit. Make sure you get the edges. And it doesn't have to be a canvas, y'all. Like, you can really use paper if you want, but if you use paper, it will curl up because paint is wet. Like, let me show you an example. Like, you see that? This is starting to curl up, but... And you can find these at like the canvas at the dollar. Paint Olaf? Oh, he really wants a snowman. If you want me to paint Olaf, maybe we can do Olaf one day. That's so funny. I think I've only seen Frozen like twice. But I feel like I know those songs like the back of my head because I used to work with kids, so... They just, Frozen songs just kind of get stuck in your head, I think. Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay. Okay. No, actually, you know what? I do have some Disney-themed stuff coming up, so be prepared for that. Okay, I think that's good. And then now, I think I'm gonna use another brush. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. So for the flat brush, I'm gonna dip this in the black after I put these in the water. Because like I said, you don't wanna do that. Actually, I'm gonna put that in the water right now. Okay, so when you get your other flat brush, and you can get these in sets. They always come in sets. But they don't always have to be flat brushes. Okay, so once I do that, I always like do the front and the back. And then you're gonna kind of eyeball it, but if you don't wanna do that, you can use masking tape. The candle from Beauty and the Beast. He's hard to paint. I mean, maybe. I forgot his name. Okay, just down the middle. This is gonna be a part of the window, okay? I'm gonna move my canvas a little bit. Oh, and I also said this yesterday, if you have to do layers and your paint still isn't dry, you can use a blow dryer and then the acrylic will dry really fast. So I saw that Big Bend had closed their parks. I knew some people who said they were planning on going, but I think it's for the best anyway. I swear I keep hearing these cars that are honking and I can't tell if maybe there's like really bad traffic or if there's a parade, one of those. And then I'm gonna thicken this up a little bit. Okay, and then once you do that, I think I'm gonna move this right here. And I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna do one line straight across. So you can use pencil if you want. I just don't really mind just kind of going like this and just eyeballing it. And then that will be your guide. I'm just gonna straighten this out. How much for your piece? You can have it. I'm not gonna charge you for it. Yeah, honestly, I really don't know what I'm gonna do with all this because I mean, I don't really want to keep them. Okay, now this is where it gets crazy. I'm gonna put that in the water. You don't want the acrylic to sit on your brushes. Okay. And I think I'm gonna use a medium-sized brush for this one. So I'm gonna make the cat now. And I'm gonna try to make this as easy as I can for the kids out there. So I'm gonna kind of position the cat like right here on the side of the window. And I'm gonna do it kind of like where the center is. So just start with a circle. Okay, and then this is gonna be part of the shoulder. It's just gonna be a little curve like that, okay? And then on this part, I think I'm gonna make this a big cat because Crystal Cruz said she wanted a really fat cat, so here we go. So it's gonna be a big swoop, like, bam, there you go. You can make him fatter if you want. Okay. And I would just go like this, okay? Okay, now I need more black. And I'm gonna give this kitty around her body. So on this part. Fat cats are so cute though, they really are. Especially the tabbies. Poor cat has a lot on his mind. This is what happens when you're in quarantine. You just look out the window. Hashtag social distancing life. Okay. And then this part, it's gonna be a big line, so I'm still gonna use that brush and make sure you go back and forth on your palette. And then, bam! Okay, and then I think on this part, should I use this brush? Yeah, I'll use it. Ah! Okay. The little triangles. Oh, thanks, John. I hope you're staying safe. So, I know in most traditional drawings of cats, their ears are a little pointed, but I kind of like them rounded. So I'll go back on that in a little bit. And then I'm just gonna do another ear, little triangle. Then put that in the water. Still not done. And then I'm going to use another flat brush, a smaller one. Then coat that. And just kind of clean up the edges a little bit. And then just go over, if you need to go over any coats and fill in any pieces that are kind of peeking through the canvas. Okay. And I decided I think I'm going to be a little extra on this part. So you don't have to do this, but I feel like doing it, so I'm gonna get a little bit of the white, and because there's a moon, the moon shines, and so you want to cast a little bit of that on the cat, so you're gonna get a little bit of the white. It's gonna look a little gray, and that's fine when you kind of mix it up. And then I'm just gonna lightly just tap on like just the parts whenever, it's like when you're outside, when the sun hits you, same thing with the moon. And while the paint is still wet, it'll kind of blend in a little bit. And sometimes I use my finger to blend. Okay. And I'm gonna go here on his back a little bit. I kind of want to make this cat fatter, but I might just leave it the way it is. Okay, and then since the cat's sitting, part of that light's also going to hit part of his back here too. So I'm going to fill that in just to give it a little bit of light. Then I'm going to go back in the white a little bit and just kind of add more highlight. And just tap a little bit. It looks like the right size. All right, thank you. Then go back here. And don't forget part of his tail. Just kind of add some highlight there too. But like I said, you can totally just skip over that part if you want. Well, there you have it. A black cat who's bored because he's in self-quarantine. But you know what? It's all for the best. We want to keep this cat safe. Okay, guys, well, that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And if you're leaving the house today, make sure you kind of bundle up because it's a little chilly outside. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay tuned for Monday. I don't know what we're going to paint, but I'm sure next week we're going to do something that's spring themed. And so, because it is spring. And so it's going to be fun. So hope y'all have a great weekend and see y'all next week. Bye.